Hello, this is Bridget Round with Divine Essentials. Alright, first off, I just want to say thank you very much for helping me to hit 33,000 subscribers. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you can be a cross watcher for somebody that has Libra in any of those places. And you can take the story either way. I read the cards. Usually I say like they. So you could be the they or somebody else could be the they. It just really depends on your situation. I usually also read the cards as masculine and feminine, but it doesn't have to be, because we all share masculine and feminine energy. So it doesn't have to be a man. If I'm saying masculine, it could be the masculine energy that you carry. Okay? And basically what we're going to be finding out is what's wrong with a certain connection or person that you've been dealing with, or what's wrong like with the connection on your side, but maybe there's a issue or block that you're holding on to, the intention from the person that you're dealing with as you move forward, and have they or will they change. There will also be an extended version of this available, so if it resonates and it sounds like it's your situation, we'll go deeper to find out what to expect over the next 4 weeks, what this person might have to say to you, and then the final outcome of your relationship. All right, so what is wrong with the connection? First off, we have the Three of Pentacles coming through. So the Three of Pentacles is about like working together to build something stable, something beautiful. It's usually traditionally seen with three different people. There's two people like directing the building of a cathedral. So it's something sacred as well. But the Pentacles is physical. So it's like building something sacred into the physical world. And I feel like that has been the issue for the two of you. I also have Temperance coming out, which is a healing energy. It's patience. It's a balance of our emotion and our passion. So I feel like there's also been issues surrounding that. Maybe there was only a lot of passion and not a whole lot of love within the establishment of your relationship. Or there could have just been like an overabundance of love, but not as much passion, okay? So maybe one of you was more like lovey-dovey and the other one was like, let's bang. So it just really depends on what side you're on. But that feels like there's just been an issue. Like when it comes to making this a sacred connection, there was imbalances along the way. Could have also been impatience too. Because when you go into a connection with a person and you feel that deep like soul connection with them, sometimes you can want to rush it, and the other person may not be feeling like they want to rush it. They could be almost overwhelmed by it or trying to cope with it, and I feel like you may have not have had a lot of patience. You might have really tried to push this along too quickly, so that could also be an issue here. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is about conflict and competition. So there's probably been somewhat of like hostilities, okay? Maybe this person hurt you and you kind of like shot back, and maybe they kind of got you, and it's like back and forth. Or there could have been other people outside of this connection that impacted it and brought conflict to the two of you. Maybe you really were interested in this person, but they were keeping their options open. Maybe you thought they wanted more than what they, maybe they acted as if they wanted more, said they wanted more, but then they were still dealing with other people. That could have been an issue. And with the Eight of Cups, this is about walking away. So I feel like this person could have walked away from you at one point too. They may have walked away from you with somebody else. Or you could have walked away from them because of the conflict or the competition that this person had involved within your connection. On the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So I do feel like these are divine counterparts. And that's typical, like within a divine counterpart journey. Like it's not in all of them. Sometimes people come together, everything's hunky-dory and fine. But sometimes there's a part of the journey or a couple of parts of the journey where the two of you are separated from each other. And it's usually for healing. It's usually for finding this place of temperance within ourselves, to come into a place of balance within ourselves, to come into a place of union with ourselves, so that when we do come to work with somebody, we're not coming along with conflict. We're not going to have to run away from it. And we're not dealing with somebody who's running away from it. So it's not just about you healing, it's about them healing too. And again, that's where that patience comes in, because maybe this person isn't choosing to heal. Maybe this person isn't choosing to face what they need to face in order to work together with you in a divine connection. Maybe they're not making the decisions at the same pace as you, or vice versa. Maybe you're making decisions that aren't in alignment with this coming together. But that definitely feels like part of the issue here. So let's see, this person's intentions moving forward with you. So I've got the Two of Swords coming out, and this is about making decisions. But with the Two of Swords, this person's wearing a blindfold. So it's like I feel like this person may be trying to avoid certain things. When I was seeing this card here, it's like I was really picking up on the energy of the moon and our intuition. And it's almost like this person was just like totally like running from their intuition. It was like if they went deep inside of themselves, they probably would have known like what this is, that it's more of a divine thing, that there's actual love here, that there is an opportunity to build something sacred. But like they just kind of like run from the signs, or they run from their intuition that's kind of pushing them to make a decision to follow it, to follow that path, and to open themselves up to make a Knight of Cups offer, which is romantic, passionate. This is somebody that gives the love as well as the passion. It's not going to just be like, hey, bye, like I just want to, wham bam, and then never see you again. But I do feel like this person's intentions now is that they need to, I feel like they do want to make a decision, but they're having difficulties and they're avoiding making their decision. Okay, like they're not looking at all pieces of the puzzle, but I do feel like they still have the intention to make a Knight of Cups offer, which sometimes can be kind of Casanova, like especially if they're not looking at things fully. If they're choosing to like keep the blindfold on, they may make a decision that ain't so great, or they may, it's like they may give you an offer, but it may not be what you're wanting. Again, I feel like this could be an issue. It's like the two of you may be on different pages, so you may have to deal with a Page of Pentacle offer, which is a fine offer. Yeah, it's a new beginning. It's that Ace of Cups, and it's taking what you guys have already worked on and adding that next pentacle to it, which is the 9 from the 8. So the 8 is about like, we've already worked on a lot of stuff and we're still working here because we still got a little bit ways to go. And so if this person comes in and gives you this Page of Pentacle offer, it moves you both into the 9 of Pentacles, which is that single confident energy, where you two can definitely evolve and grow from there into the 10 of Pentacles. I just feel like for some of you, you may be like, I want to go from 8 to 10, and you may want to skip over the 9, and you may need to take that a little bit slower, have that patience in order to evolve with this person. Don't push this person to be like, we're getting married or we're boyfriend and girlfriend. But you can have boundaries and say like, all right, if this person's going to be, seeing others, then I'm going to see others. Or if this person's not going to treat me with respect, then I'm not going to take their offer. Okay, but it does feel like there is still that intention to come forward with an offer that's not a bad offer. Okay, it's just that I feel like for some of you, you may just want things to, it's like you may want it to be like a tower. Like, let's tear down what we're living in and let's build something completely different. But I think if you thought about it, you may realize like how unrealistic it is, or just like, you may not even want to do that, like you like look at your life and where you're living. If you're miserable where you're living, I can see you wanting to tear it down and just like run somewhere else. But that again, it needs to be healed. You need to be whole and happy on your own before you can be whole and happy with someone else. And if this person's not whole and happy right now, if they're feeling like this 9 of Wands, a little wounded, a little tired, a little beaten up by things, it's like they need that time. They need that time to process. And it's not that you can't be together or deal with this person or see this person, date this person, sleep with this person, whatever. But you got to just make sure you're doing it in a way that feels good, so that you're not being hurt and rejected. Okay. Which is funny because the 4 of Cups is in here and it's upside down. So it's like, this is the key to not being rejected again, or not taking it as a rejection when they're not like, hey, like up your ass, give them time to process, let them live and become a better version of themselves while you become the best version of yourself. And then the two of you can come together and build something beautiful and sacred in the physical. And it's like you would already be working your way there, and that's what you need to do. But I do feel like those are the intentions here, for sure. I feel like this person does want to do these things, but they may just be kind of holding themselves back right now. So let's see, have they or will they change? And that was like way too many. So let's see, have they or will they change? Something's flipped in the deck. All right, so we got the Three of Swords, but what was interesting is that this was on top of the one that was flipped. So it was like Three of Swords, Four Swords on top of it. So Four Swords is about meditation and healing. Three of Swords is heartache, heartbreak. Seven of Swords is those past behaviors, that stealing, lying, cheating, manipulating, all of those bad things that cause a heartache. Okay, so this person may have led you to believe something, and again, it doesn't have to be flat out lying. It can just be like, inferring something, or this person could have led you to believe certain things and then never followed through with certain things. But with the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords, I do feel like there's healing happening here. I feel like you're healing from the heartache, and I feel like they're healing the part of themselves that acts in that way or does the things that cause that before you get this new communication, which the Ace of Swords indicates communicating. Okay, a new beginning in communication. I'm going to be completely honest, seeing this energy here, it's like it does look like for a lot they are healing it, but it could still be there. There is still a potential that you could get hurt. We do have the Hangman here, so this person could still be stuck when it comes to living in integrity or actually following through with certain things, okay? So you want to be careful with that and pay attention. But I also feel like this is saying that in the time of healing or in the time of like separation or not communicating, this person, they were upside down looking at things from a new perspective. They're healing and learning and realizing that they need to bring truth. Okay, yeah, they need to bring truth and clarity if they want to reconcile, because they're going to be met with the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, that's what happens when this happens to a woman who may have been a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles or any woman, okay? It's like it turns them into the Queen of Swords, because now they start looking at things logically. They take out the like part of themselves that's like madly in love with somebody, because they now have to protect themselves. They get a little cold, and they get a little boundary-ish, because they don't want this to happen again. They don't want to feel like that ever again. So I feel like this person knows that. And for a lot of you, they are looking at it in a different way, trying to heal the way that they do certain things, so that when they do communicate with you, it's truth-filled and that you can reconcile. So it's also healing that inner child, the wounded parts of ourselves that makes us act in ways that aren't in integrity, or it makes us run from things that feel good, or, it's just the little kid inside of us does a whole bunch of shit. And that needs to be healed. Also, past lives. I feel like there could have been things that happened between the two of you in past lives that was like you had these karmic cycles that you needed to deal with. Maybe you did something to this person that they did to you in a different lifetime, and now they're doing to you something, you know what I mean? Back and forth. A lot of times we do that, or we repeat things over and over until we freaking heal it, learn from it, and say, all right, we're not going to keep doing this. So with the meditations and things like that, if this person's been going within and looking at those things from a new perspective, I feel like they can reconcile with you. And I feel like they may be thinking about, yeah, look at that, giving you a Page of Cups, which is an apology. And it's also, again, connected to that child energy, because it brings about that, like, that innocence of the child. It's like, ooh, like, I got the butterflies in my stomach. Like, I like this person. So I feel like they want to bring this to you to help soften you back up, so that they can show you they're ready to give you equal back and forth. They're not going to just take. And that could lead you to a union with this person. Four of Wands is my twin flame 11/11 union energy. So it does feel like there are good intentions here. And like it's almost like they want to get back into the they want to get back into the energy of like the little boy and little girl inside of them. Sorry. And they want to like deal with their Two of Cups again, their person. So on the bottom is the High Priestess. I feel like if you trust your intuition and they've listened to their intuition, because we saw that that was an issue here. I feel like in the past they doubted it or they ignored it. I feel like they were self-sabotaging when it came to this. They were probably seeing the signs. You know what I mean? Like Spirit's probably like showing them your name or showing them the repetitive numbers or just constantly bombarding them with things. And it was like, I'm just going to ignore that and I'm going to, you know, self-sabotage basically. I do feel like now they're starting to follow their intuition, and it's the more you follow yours, the more they're going to follow theirs, and it's helping this person to evolve into this King of Pentacles energy, which I feel like they probably already were. They just need to feel it. You know, they have to know that they are this person and get up out of the wounded energy of, you know, past deeds and past experiences. Because I feel like for a lot of people, this comes from things that we dealt with either as a child or in other relationships. It's not like we just run around wanting to hurt people, but when we get hurt and rejected, we start doing it to other people because we're afraid of having it happen again. Okay, but I do feel like this person does have good intentions. They miss the energy of this person. They want to bring that like young energy back into it, like that let's have some fun. So what I'm going to do now is dive deeper into this and find out what you can expect from this person over the next 4 weeks. What do they have to say to you? And then the final outcome of the relationship. All right, so if you'd like to join me, the little link will be down below. Again, thank you for 33,000 subscribers. My prices did go up today. I have, I'm on like almost a 2-month wait right now, or like 6-week, 5-week. I don't freaking know. I'm on a wait. But everything you need to know is down below. Thank you to those who have been donating and to those who have sent me decks and things off of the wish list. You guys are awesome sauce. Thank you to everybody who likes, comments, subscribes. It does help the channel to continue growing. And I will be going live soon to do a thank you feed thingy. And yeah, other than that, I think we're good. In Moonay, namaste.